Welcome to Pipeline Podcast for your community news. I'm here tonight with Nichole.
Hey everybody.
How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited, ready to go, ready to talk about this important thing that we're dealing with, cancer. So
Such a powerful event tonight on the 9th, November 9th. Sunday, November 9th. At what time?
3 p.m. is VIP, 4 p.m. the show start.
Sounds great. That's a beautiful place, by the way.
Oh yeah, the Clybourne is
absolutely
gorgeous. It was perfect.
Ambiance is definitely going to be set.
Oh yeah.
All right. So let's get into it. What inspired you to host this type of event?
So what inspired me is that 10 years ago, my mom died from pancreatic cancer. And in that moment, I just realized like how many people was affecting. So I remember sitting in the room with her when she only was able to take one chemo session. So sitting in that room where she was taking chemo, and I was looking around the room and I saw Black people, white people, Asian people, young people, old people. And that's when I realized that cancer don't discriminate. And I feel like us as people, we're always worried about what somebody else is doing, right? We always worried about if, their religion, their political view, or what, whatever it is that makes these differences. I feel like people are always worried about that. But when in fact, cancer doesn't discriminate. Cancer doesn't care if you're rich, famous, poor, gay, straight. It doesn't care about any of that. So I decided to create this event so that we can come together and talk about how much more alike we are, this common thread of cancer. So because, my mom died from cancer, and then also my mom loved fashion. And then of course, with me being a fashion model, I decided to, put the two together as a way to honor her and to bring some of her, she would, like I said, she loved fashion. She is the queen of accessorize. And so I really want to just honor her in a way that I know that she would really like, and just, something that to give her, to continue the legacy is what I'm trying to say.
So what, do you have any fashion pieces dedicated to her at the event?
I don't, but I do have a special opening that's going to happen as a tribute to her.
Okay. Can you remember like the specific moment you're like, hey, I'm going to do this? What was that like?
I actually started this before the pandemic. It was about 5-year anniversary of when she died. And I was like, I need to just do this. And so it was like, it literally came to me. I believe that God gave this to me because it came to me in a dream of what it was that I needed to do. So I'm like, okay, so I wrote everything down. I contacted a couple people and they were like, yeah, that's dope. We should do it. So I was like, okay, let's go. Let's do it. So I started the process, but then the pandemic hit. So when the pandemic hit, obviously everything was closed down. So once it reopened at that time, at that season in my life, I wasn't thinking about this. But then it got to 2025. And so January 3rd is when she died, January 3rd of 2015. And so January 3rd this year came and I'm like, I got to do it. This is the 10th year. I have to honor her. I have to celebrate her. And all over, your social media, you're just constantly seeing people say, my aunt is dealing with cancer, it's breast cancer, it's colon cancer, it's pancreatic cancer. And at that point, I knew like, I got to do it.
Yeah, so many variations. Yeah. What do you want people to feel when they come to the show?
I want them to feel like, I want them to still feel like life, unfortunately, life goes on, right? So I want us to be able to remember our people and celebrate the ones that are going through it now, and then also be able to provide them resources and just continue to make people aware. And I just want people to feel like who they are and not worry about what anybody else like I said, looks like if they're straight or gay or Christian or whatever. I just want us to really focus on ourselves and get in this awareness. Just stop focusing on the differences and let's look at this common thread.
Are there any cancer survivors walking in the show?
Absolutely.
That's beautiful.
So my sister, who actually 2 years after my mom died from pancreatic cancer, my sister had breast cancer.
Sorry to hear that.
Also, as part of this, I'm working on a video too. So it's called The Common Thread of Cancer. So some of the people who didn't feel comfortable in walking are going to be part of the video.
Okay.
So like my dad went through prostate cancer. My father-in-law went through prostate cancer. My uncle went through prostate cancer. And so if they're not walking, then they're going to be part of this video. So
what have been some of the, with you saying that, what have been some of the hardest moments in this process?
Some of the hardest moments is thinking about my mom, remembering what she went through while she was dying. And so, I've cried a lot through this process, just thinking about my mom, and also just looking around and constantly seeing every day when I open social media, I see at least 3 people, you know what I'm saying, that died from cancer. So just those moments and bringing back those memories of watching her go through dying from cancer.
Yeah. How do you balance the grief and the celebration with honoring her?
I think about my mom. My mother was a happy person.
Yeah.
And my mother was a direct person. And my mother wasn't a sad, depressed type of person. And so I think about, what would my mama want me to do? I know she wouldn't want me to be sad. I know she would want me to continue. And I know she would want me to push forward. So I use that to keep me going. I think about her. And I'm like, if she's seen me being sad or upset all the time, she would be mad at me, because she'd be like, no, girl, we got to keep moving, keep going. She was that type of person.
That's cool. What role has the community played in bringing your vision together?
Man, just as I walk around, I tell people this, they're like, we need this. And so I feel like the support from the community and the people just encouraging me, like, you know what, we need this. I need this. This is going to help me with my grief. This is going to help me with the journey that I'm going through. And then also like the young ladies that are helping me is just community. So Ruthia, Denise, Joanna, and myself, like, that's my team. And we really work together, and they all are doing other things in the community. So they're always out, sharing information. I do have people emailing me. I have people calling me, asking me how they can help. So people are jumping in. I have a lot of support from the Medical College of Wisconsin. So they jumped in and did a lot for us. So
that's great. Are you, I know this platform of what you're doing right now is going to empower a lot of people, a lot of survivors, a lot of families. What do you hope to do moving forward? Or is it just a show every year? Or
so the show is just this year, but this is already turning into more than I imagined it was going to turn into. So I knew it was probably going to be an annual show, but in it, I don't know what's happening, but in it, it's turned into it'll turn into a foundation
on the side.
So yeah.
So do you have any other anything else you could share as far as other events? Or
so it'll be more in 2026, but I am creating events, or like smaller events called Cancer Conversations.
Okay.
Where I love that. We're going to get together and talk about it. So one of the things I shared previously is that Black men or men deal with prostate cancer, right? So obviously I don't know anything about that because I'm not a man, but listening to my father and my uncles and other men that I know that went through prostate cancer, there are issues that they have to deal with behind that. Yeah. And we know men can be prideful and ashamed and embarrassed. Yeah. And so I want to be, as part of those cancer conversations, to put them in a place with a safe place that they can discuss what they're going through. Yeah. Also they're going to, as part of these cancer conversations, it's going to be doctors in the room, and we're going to talk about, awareness. We're going to talk about mapping your family, because cancer could be in your DNA.
Yeah.
We're also going to talk about the environment. So it's going to be little conversations that we're going to have to make people more aware of what's going on, what's the newest research, talk about genetic testing.
Yeah.
So that's coming in 2026.
What, with you saying that, what's like the discussions with the families, what do you think that should sound like, look like, supportively?
So,
because sometimes I know people hide those things because of the backlash. I don't want to say backlash, but the responses they may receive, and a lot of people don't want to feel helpless, right?
Right.
So,
right.
What do you think that's like?
So to me, again, that's going to be putting the doctors in the room. And when I say doctors, yes, of course, it's going to be oncologists, but I'm also talking about therapists. I'm talking about counselors, because families sometimes need to go through a counseling in order to be able to deal with these situations, because cancer is serious. It's not like a cold where I catch a cold and then, in 2 weeks I'm done coughing. Cancer, continues. Right. So I want people to be able to get together, just definitely with their families, and talk about it, because we have to stop hiding from it. We have to stop ignoring it, because we can't ignore it away. It's here. It's clearly not going anywhere anytime soon. So we want to be able to have those conversations.
Right. If your mother could see this event today, what do you think she'd say?
I think she was tell me that she was proud of me, that I continue to push forward, because she, like I said, she was that type of person. I remember when I was younger and I went through a rough situation, my mom, she was tough, but she was very supportive. So she came and she brought me a card. I think I was going through a breakup or something. And she brought me a card, and it just said, she wrote it and it just said, keep going.
Yeah.
And so I think that she would tell me, you did this.
Do you still have it?
Going. I don't have it, because I think I was in my early
20s. Oh, I ain't keeping no cards.
Yeah, I don't have it. I didn't think about it. I didn't know.
No, I was just gonna say, you could blow it up like that canvas, black and white.
Right.
That would be something.
Yeah. No.
No worries. That's understandable. I don't have a card from when I was 20 either.
Nothing.
What's one thing you hope every person who watches this or attends the event takes away from it?
I really want people to get screened. I really want people to take care of their health.
Yeah.
I know we sometimes think that ignorance is bliss, but it's not. You need to take care of yourself. You need to see about yourself. You need to, especially too, if people who have children, you don't want to just leave your children behind because you're afraid to face it. I know I personally haven't dealt with cancer, like me personally, but of course I watch my mom, and I just really want people to get tested and just be really take control of your health care. You have to be diligent in your healthcare. You have to push to say, nope, I want to be tested for this, or I want to be tested for that, or I want, this treatment or whatever. You have to be diligent. So I just want people to get screened, take care of themselves, and just become aware of what's really going on in our community.
Right. What does this model show symbolize for you personally?
So like I said, my mom loved fashion. I model, so I feel like this is the perfect tribute to her.
Okay, to bring you two together like
that. To bring us together, and also to show, of course, the play on words, common threads. So for me, it's symbolizing hope. It's symbolizing that we can continue to walk in our purpose, no matter what our diagnosis is, that we can continue to move forward, and that we can just continue to come together and stop being so separate about everything.
How did you choose the models?
So it was really more about choosing the designers. So when I selected the designers, a lot of them are designers that I've worked with. They're designers that I've admired, and they're designers that I know that have been through this cancer battle. So what I did was I allowed them 100% creative control over their collection that they're going to be showing. So I did allow them to select whatever models, because models are, if they work with certain models, they already know what's expected.
Mhm.
So I allow them to pick it. Now, a couple of them, I do have a designer coming from Chicago who does need some models. So we are having a model call on this Sunday here at the Sherman Phoenix from 4 to 7. So that's how, so they're going to select, they're going to come and they're going to select.
So how
the
many
remainder of their models.
how many would they select?
They can show between 10 to 12 looks, and I have 9 designers. But they can also, you know, they can cross, they can share. So a lot of designers will share models. So
As far as creating the event, how has it helped you heal parts that you didn't expect?
it helped me heal fear, because I was afraid. You know, I was afraid to do it. But at the end of the day, what am I afraid of? You know, I think I was afraid of failing, but I think not doing it would be more of a failure than me, you know, just going ahead and, you know, ripping off the Band-Aid and doing it. It also helped me to deal with doubt, like some self-doubt that I had in myself about this. And like, I woke up this morning and I'm like, oh my God, I'm doing this. Like, this is really happening.
Right.
Like, I didn't expect it to, this isn't really what I expected, but it's turning out to be more than I expected and everything that I expected.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm totally looking forward to it. If there's anyone out there that is interested in attending, you can do so by, you can get tickets how?
You can get tickets. So I have tickets at Jazzy Ray Jewels. You can pick them up there. You can inbox me. You can email me at commonthreads4cancer@gmail.com. I'm on Facebook and IG as commonthreads4cancer. So you can reach us all those. My name is Nichole. You can reach me in my inbox on Facebook, which is Nichole, Nichole. Last name is Muex, Muex. So you can reach me at any of those places.
Okay. Well, we're totally looking forward to it. Like I said at the beginning, the venue is absolutely gorgeous.
Yes, it is.
I'm sure there's going to be an absolutely beautiful setup, a ton of beautiful models.
Oh yeah.
And you have
some
any
dope designers, some amazing
designers,
vendors, some good food.
All right. Anything to wrap it up for us?
I just really hope that you guys come out, support, get tested, stop focusing on differences, and let's just focus on this common thread of cancer. And remember that cancer doesn't discriminate.
All right. Well, thank you for joining me tonight. And I pray that your event goes amazing. It will. And I hope to look forward to seeing you after the show so we can talk about how it went. Maybe invite some of the models too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That would be dope.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. So let's talk more about that. And thank you again and good night.
Okay. Thank you.